Guess what? Gym Teacher Dreams podcast. Here we are.
You psyched me out. I was about to say what? I'm like, what? Guess what?
Yeah, here we are. Okay. And
Yeah.
we're both in like Studio F. We've been kicked out of our normal places, and we do what it takes to find a place to entertain you.
Reminds me of college, getting kicked out of my favorite places, Can't go back.
Can't go back.
Find a new favorite. No.
Yep. All right. Well, I mean, you got any news for us?
I don't know if it's news, and who knows when this episode will go live, but it is Veterans Day. So, props to all the veterans out there. Thank you for serving our country and for being more brave than I am or ever was. I was going to ask you, Ryan, like I think back when I was younger, my dad, he was in the service, and always told stories about it and, spoke highly of it, really took pride in it. But it was really never it was obviously an option, but we never really discussed it when it was time to choose what to do after high school, right? It was like go to a 4-year college, maybe try and play sports, find your career and move on, and I said this at his funeral is I think he was, maybe protecting me from that, 'cause he didn't bring it up and say, hey, you're going to go do this because it's the right thing to do, serve your country, very noble thing. It just talked about colleges. How about you? I mean, you have family, friends that went that route, or was there ever conversations about joining one of the branches of the armed services?
My dad was in the service for a little bit, but same thing. I never talked about it. When I looked in the service, and I didn't see ninja, so you remember, I want to be a ninja, so this wasn't the place. But no, the service wasn't for me back in the day. So
what about now?
Or now?
Okay,
but no,
I'm the same way.
No, I appreciate everything they do for us.
Yeah,
it's not who I am.
Yeah, family and friends, took that route. Some of my closest friends, that I grew up with or in high school went into, the armed services. It just wasn't for me. And it's because they are more manly and more brave than me, I guess, I was scared. I didn't want to serve during, wartime. And I feel bad saying that, but.
Well, one thing, and I don't want to make jokes about it, but shooting a gun, I would have had a lot of practice. I mean, I could shoot a basketball, but I have shoot in my left hand and I'm right-eyed. So I went to shoot with Heather's stepdad when we were dating. And
you were dating her stepdad? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, that's what it sounded like. Yes, I was not dating stepdad. I was dating Heather, and stepdad took me out shooting one time, and let's just say it wasn't very good. And he still makes fun of me for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's actually a very good point too. I have the BB gun. I'm not real good at shooting either. I don't know, but I was worried more about I'm such a bad person, I guess, but like the physicality of it. And here we're 2 gym teachers, and I was worried about going out and having to run a couple miles or something. My buddy used to tell stories about peeling potatoes and the gas chamber or whatever. I was scared about like that sort of stuff. And, like I said, waking up at 5 a.m. and doing a little run. Whew.
My nephew just is graduating from the Marines this next weekend. So I don't know where he's moving on from that yet, but yep. So kudos to him, Randy.
Yeah. And to everyone like him. I mean, I just props to anybody who has or is currently or desires to serve our country. You guys, love you 100%.
Yep. And talking about America, did you know that every American eats about 1,996 pounds of food per year?
No. Dang it. You got to remind me this on January 1st, and I'm going to start weighing my meals, and I'll see. That sounds like a lot. It seems like a lot of food.
Yep. Well, because the show today is 100 facts that you didn't know about food.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're going to get through all of them, but I know you love 100 food.
Sounds like a lot.
And I love food, but some of them are interesting. Like, I'm not going to do number 1 because I can't say what it says. It's a weird. But number 2 is there's a Spam museum.
Okay.
Do you do Spam?
Not if I can help it, but we did have Spam like a week ago. Okay, you ready for a long story? We're not getting through 100 of these if I'm going to tell a story about each one of them. But yeah, I don't like Spam gives me a headache, and I think it's the nitrates. I really believe this, or like the high sodium content or something. But there are certain foods, Spam being one of them, that give me a headache like almost immediately. But we had a family friend, and I think this was right around the time when the quarantine initially happened, right back in March or whenever it was. April, when I forget now. We've been at it so long.
March, is it? Yeah.
Okay, so brought over like a box of food. Like they went to somewhere, got some dry goods or like food that you could keep in your pantry forever, and it was way more food than they could handle. So they brought us some of it, some of the surplus. So I don't know. There's like mac and cheese in it. There were, there was whatever. There was some food, and Spam was one of them. And I'm like, I haven't had Spam for years. I thought the boys might like it. There's a lot of talk about how people deep fry Spam or do this or that with Spam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that I like to do recently is I got a recipe for do your own fried rice. So I don't know if you like fried rice from Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
So I got a recipe that's pretty decent. It'll tide you over. I'm not going to win any awards with it, but it'll do between your Chinese carryout stops or whatever. And I thought I'll just try Spam fried rice. So I did. It was okay, but again, kind of went to my head. Got a little bit of a headache. But how about you? Do you do Spam?
Well, my mom makes these ham balls. Okay. And I do believe she uses Spam with them. So it's like ham balls and brown sugar and whatever else. I can't eat them a lot, but no, we do. We do. They're good.
Okay.
But besides that, no. But I don't know if you remember. Anytime I hear Spam, what I think of now? Not the ham balls. Michael F. DeVito. Mike F. DeVito said that. Remember when we asked him what food if he could have one food, he said
for the rest of his life, Spam.
Yeah, because he was being.
That's right.
Michael
he did say that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that kid.
I bet you didn't know that Pennsylvania is home to the mushroom capital of the world.
Regular mushroom or psychedelic?
Just says mushroom. Both. Just says.
Can we go back to Spam for a second? Where is that Spam museum?
Minnesota.
Okay.
I think it said, Minnesota somewhere.
Okay.
It's a Hawaiian, popular Hawaiian treat. Spam is not the mushrooms.
No, I know. And that's why the museum is in Minnesota, obviously.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Do you know why, next one, do you know why pound cake is named pound cake?
Here's my guess. Is the recipe like 1 pound of flour to 1 pound of butter? Are the ingredients all measured out in 1 pound?
Originally, in a pound cake, every ingredient was, a pound. Very nice.
I credit that. I'm pretty sure that was, is it Alton Brown from the Food Network? I'm pretty sure I learned that from one of his shows. But for the Food Network, I'm guessing.
Honey.
See? Watching TV. Yeah. It does pay off. Yeah.
Honey is regurgitated by bees. And honey is one of the few things that they say doesn't go bad, which I don't agree with them because it gets pretty crusty at times. But yes, it's bee vomit,
and we love it, and we eat it up.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Oh, we've had this conversation before. I mean, like one of my favorite breakfasts. This is crazy. Frozen waffles, right, with peanut butter and syrup. We ran out of syrup. Okay, and we're quarantining right now, so I'm not supposed to go to the store. So I'm like, what am I going to have on my waffles? We have honey. So I had just, it was yesterday morning. It wasn't this morning. I had cereal this morning. But I had waffles with peanut butter and honey. Delicious. I love it.
If I told you I ate honey sandwiches for 3 or 4 years when I went to school in my school lunch? Just bread and honey.
Really?
Yep.
How, like, does it get soggy?
Yeah, but it was a good soggy. I kind of liked it when it sat for a while.
Okay. Now, see, I'm like that with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. When the jelly starts to soak through the bread, that's prime.
That's kind of what the honey did, yeah.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes aren't yams.
Two different things?
Yes. The difference is... I have to click on something else, so I ain't doing it. All right. Carrots come in many colors.
Okay.
Did you know that? The original one was purple.
Nah.
Yep.
Then why is orange like so prevalent? Why is that like the normal one, right?
I don't know, but
because I've seen purple carrots, but I thought it was like one of those like unique things,
like organic or something. I think I saw one where if you cut it, it was purple, and you cut, and the orange was inside of the purple. But I can't. Don't trust. Don't trust me anyway. But I have seen a couple times on just flipping through on my phone that purple carrots.
Okay.
All right. Let's skip that one. Bugs could be lurking in your food. Your favorite foods contain bug fragments. The FDA allows trace amounts of bug parts in everyday items.
Okay.
So
like far, bananas, don't they say bananas have spiders, right? I mean, don't they say that?
Yeah, they got a picture of chocolate. So far we eat bee vomit and pieces of bugs. Wasabi isn't real wasabi.
I don't know if I know this, but it's like a horseradish or something, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When you have wasabi with your sushi, it's not always real wasabi. Sometimes it's flavored horseradish.
Got it.
Jelly beans are shiny because of shellac. I don't know what that means. It's the same thing that makes your gel manicure shiny.
Gel manicure?
What? Yeah. So if if you get the gel on your nails.
Okay, I've never gotten that.
Yeah, Heather has got that, but that's what that is.
Hey, since we're talking about food and you mentioned Heather, props to her. I told you I used her recipe the other day. Did exploded chicken cordon bleu. I didn't have the fried onions to put on top, and it was lacking.
Yes.
You don't. Yeah, I needed that.
You've got to have the fried onions.
Okay. But again, I can't run out the store. Even though Aldi, I could walk to Aldi. I almost never do, but I could if I wanted to. But yeah, we're shelter in place, so forget that.
Those type of meals, I have to have crunch. Now, like if we have pretty much anything with rice, but if we have chicken teriyaki, you've got to have the wiggly things, and just even like soups. Like we have chicken noodle soup.
Wonton stuff.
Yeah. No, not one.
Or ramen noodles. What's the crunch? I don't know what you're.
I can't think right now. Sorry, but anyway, if we have chicken noodle soup, I got to put chips in it. I crumble chips in it. I like crunch. Nutmeg. Go moving on. Nutmeg can cause hallucinations.
Whoa!
You try it tonight. Try it. It says
I might. We have a ton of nutmeg.
Let's video it. Okay, it says too much can be a bad thing. If you have 2 or more teaspoons of the spice, it actually can cause hallucinations. I might try that too. That'd be kind of fun.
I'm scared. I'm a little nervous, but maybe on the weekend. So it's like when Brienne does like holiday cooking, she like goes out and just gets the spices that you only use at like Christmas time. She'll get a new little jar of it. It's like we have 4 jars of nutmeg. It's like cinnamon, same thing. But I'll use cinnamon, for other things. Nutmeg, no. I never use nutmeg.
Well, now you can.
Now I will. Yep.
Cucumbers are mostly water.
Okay. 96, I bet watermelon is too.
96%. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're feeling dehydrated, you don't want to drink water, have some cucumbers.
Yeah. I don't mind cucumbers.
Gelatin isn't vegetarian.
I have a feeling I know where you're going with this. Does it have to do with dog hooves or something?
It's gosh.
Or horse hooves? What?
Gelatin is made from boiling skin, cartilage, and bones from animals such as pig, cows, and chickens. You freaking
I said
kid.
dog, but I was thinking horse. What in the
That's
world?
nasty. I ain't eating
Yeah, it
that.
is. Think about that next time. Yeah. Next time you have gel jigglers.
Almonds aren't nuts.
Come on.
Almonds are seeds, not nuts, according to the Plant Information Center. Nuts are one-seeded, dried into something fruit, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Nut, yep. So it says.
Okay. I feel like that's the...
You have to...
You know, people are like, oh, tomatoes are fruit. It's not a vegetable. It's fruit. I feel like this is like a similar conversation.
Well, yeah. Peanuts are an actual ingredient in dynamite.
Nuh-uh. Come on, dude. Where'd you find this stuff?
You know, they have oil in them called glycerol. That is used to create nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
Key ingredient.
I didn't know it was in peanuts. Okay.
Yeah. American cheese is really cheese product.
Tell me more.
Do
you have a favorite cheese?
Cheddar. Well, no, provolone. Mozzarella.
Oh,
provolone
yeah, okay.
and mozzarella are my two favorite.
Okay.
American cheese is 51%, at least 51% cheese. The rest is milk and additives.
Okay.
Cranberry,
I'll leave it to the Americans.
Yeah. Yeah. Cranberries will bounce if they're fresh.
Really?
If they're fresh.
Next time I go buy a bunch of cranberries.
Yep.
Make sure they're fresh.
Yep. Olives were once a hot commodity.
Still are in my house. I love olives.
Olive oil is 5 times more valuable than wine and 2.5 more times than seed oils.
Okay.
Word. Balsamic vinegar isn't always the real deal. Holyfield. Good enough for that one. Tea bags. Tea bags were created by accident.
Really?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Enough of that. Vanilla flavoring has some scary ingredients. Oh boy.
Tell me.
I really don't want to. It says, be cautious next time you bake or buy something vanilla flavored because artificial vanilla contains castrum, which is a product that comes from the gland in the beaver's butt.
Ah, I could have went my whole life without hearing that.
Now beaver's butt. That's the man. Skittles get their color from an interesting source.
What is that source?
Carmine is what gives the red Skittles or candies their ruby hue, whatever that is. Carmine is made with boiled bugs, aka I couldn't say cochineal bugs, aka beetles.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Thank you, beetles, because I love Skittles.
This is ranch dressing has a scary ingredient. Gosh, I wonder if this is true. This is because all this stuff makes me not want to eat, which isn't a bad thing.
Right. Right.
It has a weird ranch, for example, contains titanium dioxide, which is used in sunscreen to give its bright white color. How close you are to the refrigerator?
Not really close.
Okay, check it next time.
I will next time.
Fruit Loops all taste the same.
That's another interesting one.
Yeah. There's a 350 ice cream sundae in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
How about are you an ice cream guy? Ice cream, you get after it sometimes?
I mean, I do.
You know these...
I have a belly ache.
Oh, yeah. You need the lactate or whatever, right?
Yeah.
These places that have like the kitchen sink, right? You know, with like 20 scoops of ice cream, and if you eat it all, you get like a bumper sticker or a T-shirt or whatever. I've never done one of those challenges because one reason, I'm a big chocoholic fan. You give me every scoop of chocolate, I'll eat it all gone. But when you start throwing in like the strawberry flavor and the vanilla, it's like, I'm not so interested.
I got a tournament on ice cream.
Okay. So you've never done one of those where you eat
the
kitchen sink?
No.
Okay.
No. Pretzels were once the symbol of love in the 17th century.
Okay.
if you gave someone a pretzel, that means you wanted to.
I thought we were working on a G-rated show.
No, we need more guests, man. They don't want it G. Okay.
Okay. All right.
It was a Swiss royal couple used a pretzel in their wedding to seal the bond. Hence the saying, tying the knot.
Okay.
This stuff's real.
This is real deal Holyfield.
That's too big a word for me to say. All right. Ketchup was once thought to be a great cure, and I have seen this one before also. It is said to have medical properties. They would use it to cure diarrhea, indigestion, jaundice, and rheumatoid arthritis.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate ketchup.
Interesting.
I hate ketchup. Do you know what M&M's stand for?
It's Marshall Mather. Isn't that M&M's real name?
Yes, but well played. The actual candy is Mars and Mary, who created the famous candy.
Mars makes sense. Okay.
Popsicles were invented by a child. 11-year-old Frank Epperson left a mixture of powdered soda, water, and mixing a stick out overnight in freezing temperatures. Preston eats 800 popsicles a day.
Wow.
Applesauce first
even in
food
the cold weather?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Applesauce first food eaten in space.
I would have never guessed that.
And it wasn't freeze dried. It was a real deal.
Okay. Wow.
This one, cotton candy was created by a dentist. Sorry.
That's amazing though.
I know.
Do you eat applesauce? Applesauce is something we rarely have in our house.
But the problem for me with applesauce is I don't like it cold. I like it room temperature.
Interesting.
Or even a little warm.
Okay. And I don't dislike applesauce. We just never have it.
Yeah. I don't eat it very often.
Yeah.
We got some tapioca pudding in there. I forgot. I love me some tapioca pudding.
I do too. But again, something we never have in the house. I bet since Brianna and I have been together and lived in, I bet there's never been tapioca pudding in our fridge in this house. That's a guess. But like when you go to sometimes you go to buffets, or not buffets, what do you call those? A place that has a salad bar. Sometimes they have tapioca pudding, right? I get into it, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's something I never have in the house. It's crazy.
All right, right now I want you to turn wherever towards Brienne and yell, "Brienne, tapioca pudding!"
Nah, I'm gonna pass this time.
All right.
Back to cotton candy.
Cotton candy, in 1897 by a dentist. He partnered with a confectionery and he created cotton candy, which at the time was called fairy floss.
Yeah.
Eventually, they made a machine and cotton candy, and the name cotton candy stuck around.
Interesting.
I don't think dentists now would make cotton candy though.
Well, maybe they're drumming up business.
Ooh,
go rot your teeth.
That's
come pay a bunch of money to get.
Right.
Yeah, I can fix them.
That's well played by that dude. White chocolate isn't real chocolate.
I agree. I don't like white chocolate 99% of the time. There's one thing. Excuse me, I got cough. Dracula. Pineapple. What was it? When we had one of the kids. Okay, the church. I think it was a church sent over like one of those edible arrangements, right? And it was white chocolate covered pineapple. So the pineapple was cut into like a daisy, and then it was dipped in like white chocolate. Delicious. But that's the only thing that I can think of that I actually liked white chocolate. And I'm not a huge pineapple fan either. So that, I don't know, to me that sticks out because it's two things I don't really like that were absolutely delicious when you put them together. But yeah, white chocolate, I'm not a fan.
J. Will, yes, right? Were you a fan of J. Will, white chocolate?
Yeah. How do you not love J. Will, man?
I know. Tootsie Roll
Pop. I love watching videos of him.
I know. Tootsie Pop.
Wasn't this an early episode? Like they had like young basketball players watch videos of J. Will, and they're like, whoa, because his dribbling skills and whatnot.
And his passing.
But think about that. At this point, like the next generation, like high school players right now, may not know who J. Will was.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So go ahead.